Welcome to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 2. I'm your host, Eugene Stevens. Welcome back. I'm glad you came back to visit with us. We learned a lot from last week's episode, and hopefully we learn a lot more on this week's episode. First off, with our opening question. Instead of being open-ended, we're going to try something a little different. Hopefully this will work a little bit better, so we're just going to go something with a little more straightforward. And tonight's opening question is going to be, when you are watching a movie, which would you rather have, popcorn or candy? And I'm going to throw it immediately to my good friend, Cyrus Martin. How are you doing, sir?
This is the easiest thing you could have asked me. I have a huge problem with popcorn in the movie theater.
Wow, really? Why?
Let me tell you this. First of all, I love popcorn, and I think it's awesome when I'm watching a movie. But people can't handle the popcorn. People don't understand how to deal with popcorn, especially in a movie theater. It's like they lose their friggin' minds when they get popcorn. Like, they gotta, first of all, the popcorn ends up everywhere. You know this. Like, the little kids with the nasty wet hands, they get in there and they throw the popcorn everywhere, and they munch and they crunch and they pass it back and forth. And when they get done with the movie's over, they literally just drop the bag. It's just like, boop, and then they walk away. And I'm like, you nasty little MFers. I'm like...
I forget, did you work at a movie theater?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
but
what's funny is I worked at a movie theater, and I understand everything you're saying, and yet I'm not the one who's mentioned like that, which I think is funny.
No, it's aggravating as hell, because as soon as you get ready to leave the theater, it's like walking through a minefield of nasty popcorn. Give me Reese's Pieces and Junior Mints any day.
That was my next follow-up question. Was if it is candy, what's your poison? And that's some good poison right there. I like those.
Hell yeah.
I like those. All right, we'll throw it now to Chris. What when you're watching the movie, would you rather have popcorn or candy?
Candy.
Candy. What kind?
Either Swedish berries or milk duds.
Swedish berries? What is that?
You know Swedish berries?
What is that?
Is it like Swedish fish?
Yes. Yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. They fry it up right there in the theater for you.
Yeah. Only it looks like a berry instead of a fish.
Okay.
It's not a fish.
Jay, popcorn or candy?
I go candy.
Really? And what's your poison?
Typically, I like the Reese's Pieces or Goobers.
Ooh, Goobers.
Okay, I have a question. What are Goobers?
What? It's like Swedish berries.
What are Goobers?
Just so much better. You have Google.
Because I honestly don't remember. I don't remember what Goober is.
Isn't that the chocolate-covered peanut? Or is that the chocolate-covered raisin? I always get those two.
No, the chocolate... what is the chocolate-covered raisin? Yeah, it's Raisinets is the chocolate-covered raisin.
Goobers is chocolate-covered peanuts. Yep, right. Those are the ones I like.
It's the same thing, and you'll get them mixed up, too. Like, when you're eating, sometimes they'll work one or the other one in there, you know? Like, they'll get at the factory, they mix them sometimes. It's kind of fun. It's like, oh, what did I get? I got the magic peanut one in this one, you know, or whatever.
You mean it's like whenever you get the onion ring at the bottom of your fries?
Exactly.
Oh, that magical onion ring. You're like, yes, bonus.
You know what? I really did expect Jay to go with the popcorn, though, just to be, you know, it'd be like everybody's picking candy, somebody's got to pick popcorn.
Oh, no, I love popcorn, and I'll eat it at home. I'll eat it at the movie theater, but I ain't one of those disgusting motherfuckers that gets leave it everywhere.
Well, let me ask you another question, then. If you do get popcorn, let's just say if you did, would you put the butter on? Do you put the topping?
I typically don't get extra butter.
Have you ever had, like, what is that crap now? Because it's not butter. What is that crap?
It's oil. As someone who has worked at a movie theater, I can tell you it is oil. It is literally in a big 10-gallon plastic vat, and they have to put a heater ring on it, and then once it heats up, you hook it up into the system, and basically it just pumps out. Yeah, it's not butter. It is an oil. That being said, I very rarely eat anything when I go to the theater because the ticket, depending on when you go, you can still go watch a movie for about $5, per ticket.
Oh, okay. You're one of the matinee cheap old people. Yeah.
Exactly. And but if I go with my wife or if I go with someone else, usually there's okay, well, do you want to get something? And that's when things start to get expensive. That's usually why I don't buy anything. When I do buy stuff, especially if I am running late or whatever and didn't get to eat lunch, I will buy popcorn. But no, like I said, I used to work in a movie theater, and I understand what you're saying, Cyrus. So yes, at the end of the theater, I promptly take my bag and my drink, if I get one, and I drop it, in the trash can on my way out. Because
I just don't understand what has happened to society where people feel like that they can just dump their food on the floor when they walk out of a place. Forget that it's a theater. Like, imagine it's McDonald's or whatever. As soon as you get done, you just throw all your shit on the floor and leave? I mean, what? Why is it okay in a theater?
Yeah, it's believe me, we'll have to have a show sometime, and Lewis and I can tell you about some of the interesting things, I'll put it that way, that we have found left in a movie theater.
Oh yes, I bet you can.
Yes. Let's just say I have found everything from dirty diapers to empty boxes of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I'm like, how did you even sneak that in? I understand a little popcorn or some candy in someone's purse, but this was a full-size round bucket of KFC.
Dude,
where did you hide that?
I'm just imagining the people around having to deal with somebody changing a dirty diaper in the middle of a movie,
and yet no one came out to complain.
You imagine, I'll be done in a minute. Everybody, oh wow, what is that?
And people complained about watching a movie with Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, he's not hurting anybody. He's making his own little mess. He's gonna clean up.
Well, you'd expect that movie theater. It's not like you fucking did that in Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah, really.
Thank you. All right. So let's get to tonight's main topic, and we're actually going to carry this over. We're just going to kind of do a whole night of geeky either-or questions. I sat down and I wrote up about 13 questions, and hopefully we'll have a lively debate with this. So we're going to start off with kind of a softball question, and we're going to.
I hate softball. Oh, sorry. I thought that was all right. Never mind. Go ahead.
And this is a classic geeky debate question, and that is, which superpower would you rather have, flight or invisibility? Cyrus.
Okay. Well, I think that's an interesting question. Flight or invisibility?
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, if you have questions as to you need me to further define the question, please ask.
Okay.
No, that's pretty straightforward. We're not retarded.
Well, no, you might ask, well, okay, when I fly, can I carry stuff? Do I have extra strength? Because if it's just you flying, that's one thing. But if I tell you, oh, you can fly and you can like Superman carry a 747, no, I'm not talking about super strength. You can just literally hover up and fly somewhere, and that's it. You're not super strong.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, let me ask some. I got a few little questions I'll ask. All right. First off, how fast can you fly?
I'm going to say, let's say about 4 times as fast as you can run. About 4 times as fast as you can run. So
4 miles an hour.
4 miles an hour is exactly.
That means I have to stop every few feet and sit down?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. No. Okay. Let's just say. Okay. Let's say your top flight speed is. We'll say 50 miles an hour. 50 miles an hour is the top flight speed you can.
God dang. 50 miles an hour.
Sucks.
You said that was 4 times as fast.
No. Okay. I upped it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
The ante.
I cannot walk 13 miles.
No. Okay, yes. Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to go with invisibility, and I'll tell you why. Because it doesn't seem to me like the flying is going to help me a whole lot because everybody's going to be able to see me doing it, for one thing. It just seems like I'm inviting a problem for myself. They're going to see me everywhere I go flying around because I'm, I don't know. What good is this going to do me, really? Get to work faster? Ugh.
Although you would not have to deal with traffic.
Or would I? Because if I'm flying, I'm going to be like, the wind is going to be hitting me, and stuff's going to get in my face.
Bugs,
and
true.
it just doesn't sound like appealing, But the invisibility thing, there is all kinds of fun that I can have with that.
Oh, pervert.
You got to be open-minded here. Come on now, different things,
Jay, flight or invisibility?
I was intrigued by flight until you capped it off at 50 miles an hour. That was
How fast would you go?
Like, fast as a plane.
Wow.
Okay, so if I changed it, if I said you could go as fast as a plane, would that change your answer, Cyrus?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever stuck your head out of like a moving car?
Yes.
Like I would die like immediately.
well. See, that's where more questions would come in. Does the wind not affect you while you're flying? As far as bombarding you with bugs and fucking pushing them through your face because you're going 100 miles an hour.
You're going to have to wear a helmet. I'm going to put it that way.
Or does the fear of heights go away when you're up in the air, or are you gonna be fucking freaked out the whole time you're flying?
I think that's up to you. Now, here's the thing. I think your fear of height, like me, I do not care for heights at all. But I think if I know that I can't really fall, I'm going to be, I can catch myself in midair, I think my fear of heights would drastically go away.
What if the air is a little thinner or whatever and you pass out? I mean, you're gonna die, right?
Feasibly.
Well, see, that'd be another thing because of my fear of heights. I'd probably be flying like 20 feet off the ground.
That's true. Jay can't even handle going over an overpass.
Well, because you got fucking like 30-story tall overpasses in the middle of a fucking field for no reason in Texas. It's retarded. But back to the question at hand. Shit. I might go with invisibility.
All right. Chris, flight or invisibility?
I'll keep my reasons to myself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I thought you were.
No. You don't want to hear my reasons.
No, I do want to hear your reasons.
No, you don't.
Okay, I will take that as okay.
I'm saving you. Shut up and move on.
Thank you. Chris, flight or invisibility?
I would pick invisibility to just mess with people.
So she's just gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yes, I am.
I'm just curious. What does a Canadian think is messing with people? Like, I imagine it's like really like.
Like, what would it be?
Taking their maple syrup away.
No, I'm like, like going over, knocking on the door, and then you don't have to hide because you're invisible. Just stand.
I was gonna say just stand there.
No, like I'd be probably a jerk for a while. Like I'd pants people or like trip them.
And
Or,
then they'll go back and apologize.
like
I'm sorry.
cover stuff over their face and make them think it's flying in midair. Maybe scare my kids. Stuff like that.
That does sound fun. Actually, that does sound fun.
Just to screw with people until it got boring.
I really like Canada. Like, I really want to go there. Like,
I do too.
I want to get some of. I saw them. They're in the shape of the maple leaf, and all they are is maple syrup. They're like suckers.
Oh yeah. Have you had maple candy?
Not like I've had the shit that we pass off as maple candy, but
Maple candy's good. It's
I heard it's super super sweet though.
It is, yes.
Is this that stuff you wanted for the movie theater?
If I could get one for the movie theater, fuck yeah.
Well, alrighty then. I'm going to round this out and say pretty much, yeah, I'm going to have to go invisibility as well. If you could, going back, granted, I'm the one posting the rule on this, if you could carry stuff, like, you're kind of super strong as well, it might change things, but, yeah, I think there's just more stuff you could do with invisibility.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, just hanging out on the jogging trails alone. I mean, just that. You know?
Oh, Jesus.
All right,
See-
moving on to our second question. Which would you rather give up for 3 months? Your cell phone or sweets? Jay, which would you
Sweets.
rather give up for 3 months? Sweets.
Yeah, easy. Sweets. I do too much shit on my cell phone. I do just way too much, and sweets I can really deal without. So
Gotcha. That was an
no
easy one
problem
for
there.
you.
Oh yeah, no fucking problem.
Chris?
My cell phone.
Cell phone. You'd give up your cell phone over sweets.
Yeah, I forget it most of the time, and it dies, and I forget to charge it. But I really, really like sugar.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to honestly say, especially because of how my eating patterns have changed over the last several years, and compounded that with the fact that I do have my cell phone with me all the time. I've got to go with Jay on this one, and I'd give up sweets for 3 months over my cell phone. I just I get too much work done on it. So, Si?
Well, this is an interesting question for me. Which would I rather give up is the question, right?
Yes. Which would you rather give up?
Well, okay, here's the deal. Like, I already go like months without eating sweets. I don't eat a lot of sweets. Like, I eat sweets, I get on a little binge once in a while, but for the most part, I just don't. I've kind of moved past that phase in my life. Like, it's got to be like I'm going to a movie theater. I need some, like we were talking about. But I got to have a reason. Like, I'm not just like, I need sugar, whatever.
Right.
But which would I rather give up? I'd rather give up the cell phone. Like, I could, and let me tell you why. Man, I hate having to talk on the damn phone all the time. Like, it's aggravating. Like, you feel like you're tied to this thing. I have one of those jobs where you have to have one. They make you have one. It's like they give you like a little bit of money so you'll have one, like a stipend for it. Although it's not enough to actually pay for it. But anyway, I won't
Of
go
course.
into that. But I'd love to not have a phone for 3 months. I'd be like, well, what do you want me to do? I don't have a phone. I'd love to be able to tell people, sorry, I don't have a phone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'd love that. I would, man, just to disconnect, that'd be pretty cool.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Reminds me of the '90s. Like, I'm just having like this flashback to when I was younger, and no one knew what I was doing at every freaking moment.
All right. Let's move on to question number 3. This one may take a little bit explaining, so hold on. Would you rather be able to rewind time and redo moments in your life, but it takes away from your lifespan, or be able to fast forward through moments of your life, but it causes you not to remember everything that happened?
What the?
So, would you rather be able to rewind time? So, you can rewind as far back as you want, but you have to kind of relive that part. But just realize the amount of time that you rewind cuts off from the end of your lifespan. So if you go back a minute, you cut a minute off your lifespan. If you go back a day, you cut off a day. If you go back a year, same thing. But it would allow you to go back and redo things in your life. Or would you rather be able to kind of just put your brain on pause and do basic functions and not really be able to remember everything that happened during that time? So, for example, you could go to work, and if it wasn't a particularly stressful day, you could just kind of zone out and literally fast forward through the day. And the only problem is you're not going to remember everything that happened during that time. So if something did happen, you may or may not remember it. Chris, we're going to start with you.
Oh, I'd fast forward.
Fast forward, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm a space case already. I zone out and forget what happened. So I do that every day.
You just perpetually stay on fast forward.
Yeah, I like where I am. I like who I am. I would never.
Come on, death.
Yeah. I would never change anything that's happened to me.
She's like, shit, I've already got that superpower. Give me another question.
She'd forget she's fast forward and she'd wake up in the nursing home.
Yeah,
The fuck?
I forget a lot of stuff, so it doesn't bother me.
I'm I honestly don't know which way I'd go with this. Either way, I'm afraid I would overuse it.
Oh, so you can use this whenever you want?
Yes, you can use this whenever you want. You
It's
can
not
use
like
this whenever you want.
it's not
So
like
you
right.
don't have to use it if you don't want to.
Okay.
But I'm going to say rewind, and just because it would have to be things that are just like apps, like, if I dropped something and it broke, okay, rewind 30 seconds. I think I could give up 30 seconds.
But then
for
you do the
me.
butterfly effect.
Okay, there's no butterfly effect. No
You
butterfly
can't
effect.
go back in time and not have a butterfly effect.
You're just going back in yourself. You're not recreating yourself. There's not two yous. It's you. It's just
I'd still go for it.
still go for it. Cyrus?
I would go back, and I would time it so that I would, as soon as I got the lottery numbers, I'd go back one
And
day.
that's one thing I thought about. That is something you can do.
And that's all I would do. I would only do it when I wanted to get more money. I would only do it for the lottery, and that way I'm only losing a couple days. Nothing too major. But you're going to lose time anyway. So at least with all that money, I could afford to eat much healthier and work out all the time and pay its absorbent gym memberships.
You know damn well that still wouldn't happen. You might eat a little healthier, but you'd be playing more video games.
Well, according to Eugene, I couldn't possibly play any more video games.
Oh my God, Cyrus. All right, Jay. Forward or backward?
Oh, I'm pretty much on the same thinking as Cyrus. But then, there's some things that some things I might be like, fuck, I should correct that. And then I'd probably end up dying tomorrow. 'Cause I'd go back so much, but no, I'd probably do the rewind and just time it with a nice Powerball winning.
There you go. Yeah, I'm thinking I'd have to do at least one good lotto payoff and then try to call it quits as much as possible. So, alrighty. Next question. Which skill set would you rather max out? Arts and crafts or cooking and baking? So, let me explain. We're not talking about anything else being affected, and we're talking about kind of like, think of it kind of like a video game. You've got these different, skills that you can apply, traits to. And if it's arts and crafts, it literally means you can take pretty much anything, within reason, you can take pretty much anything and make something really awesome out of it. So if you see someone has made, we'll take my proton pack, for example. It took me 3 months to basically build that thing. You could do it in maybe a week, tops. No problem. Or max out baking and cooking. So you could literally, you see all these videos that people post on Facebook and stuff, and you're like, wow, that looks really awesome, but, I don't know if I could quite do that. You literally would be like, yeah, I can do that in like 5 minutes, and it's done. And it would taste phenomenal.
Okay, I got questions here.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Okay, are we going to be are we going to spread the circle of encompassment for these a little bit more to include, like, when you say arts and crafts, you're talking about, like, building stuff?
Basic building. I'm not saying that you could build a house. I'm saying you could build. Well, like I said, you could build something that's a bookcase or like I said. But I mean, arts and crafts could include electronics. It could include woodworking.
Okay, I got it. I know which one I'm picking.
Okay. It's my turn, and honestly. See, here's the thing. Either one of these, if you literally were a master at, you could make a living out of. And man, I enjoy cooking. I've gotten to where I really like, especially smoking and grilling things out on a barbecue pit. But there's just so much cool stuff I could make for me and my boys, and I've really kind of gotten into the cosplay thing. So I'm going to go with arts and crafts. I think the ability to be able to take whatever electronics or wood or plastic or whatever, and be able to make some really cool stuff out of it. I think I'd have to go with that. So, Cyrus, what is your answer?
Well, since I'm already a master of cooking and baking, I figured. No, I'm just kidding. I would go with arts and crafts so I could help Rudy finish his main cabinet.
Oh my god.
Finally.
I'm gonna wait and see if he says anything. He's gonna have to listen to this episode because I'm not gonna say anything to him.
Yeah, I just like knock on his door. He opens the door. There's a main cabinet with a big bow on it. You're welcome.
I'm guessing it's taken a long time for him to put a cabinet together.
Oh, don't get us started. Jay, arts and crafts or baking and cooking?
Baking and cooking.
Really?
Yeah, I like to bake and cook as it is. I love watching cooking shows, and it's just like, God damn it, I wish I could do that shit.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would just like to be able to do that. I mean, yeah, the arts and crafts shit, but I'm
Because
not
I mean,
really
either
into...
way, you could get, if you're maxed out on these type of skills, you could easily create a YouTube channel and fucking quit your job, and that would be your thing. So I mean, either one you could do. You could probably have a pretty fun life doing.
If I wanted to do cosplay, I could trade some cooking and baking for some nice cosplay.
That's also a very good point, sir. Very good point.
I changed my answer. Screw Rudy.
He can fix his own shit.
All right, Chris.
Baking and cooking.
Baking and cooking.
Love baking. I'm currently in the process of planning out and researching opening my own bakery up in town. So.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Would you be willing to sell shipments of said baked goods?
Hey, I've seen some of the stuff she's posted on Instagram, and that's a legitimate question.
It's one of my favorite things to do. Shipping to the States is really expensive.
I will come up and get
Where
some.
you guys are all the way down in Texas. It's I think it's like $30 or $40 just to ship something.
We gotta get a smuggler, somebody that can run.
A mule.
I'll be your coyote.
Get those mafia guys on.
I gotta get him. You're in Indiana. That's still really far away.
The trucks pull up on the bridge.
From where I'm at, I could be in Canada in like 5 hours.
Yeah, but what province?
Well, if you could fly, remember, you could go a lot faster than that.
Oh, God. All right. All right.
Oh, no. I'll have to see how long it takes me to get to, Toronto?
Yeah, a few hours away from Toronto.
Okay.
Damn.
All righty. Next question. Which would you rather be real? Ghost or aliens? Now, let me qualify this a little bit. I'm not saying either or are or are not real. That's up to you. What I am saying is, by making this decision, you are guaranteeing that one or the other is real. And I'm also not saying in what capacity. It could be very simple. Let's take ghosts, for example. We're talking anything where, from, just, getting an eerie feeling to full-blown, poltergeist type situations. If we're talking about aliens, we could be talking anywhere from what we consider, the traditional little gray men that come and have abducted people and are currently doing research and no one's hardly seen them, this, that, and the other, to full-blown alien versus predator. Cyrus, which would you rather be real? Ghost or aliens?
Well, this is an interesting question. There's positives and negatives to either one.
Yes, there is.
On the one hand, should ghosts be real, this would be some kind of a guarantee of an afterlife, and would mean that this is not the end once you die. However, on the negative side, you would be constantly... you would never be alone, or you would never think that you were alone, because there would always be a possibility of being, for lack of a better word, infested by...
Pervert ghost?
By some sort of spirit, possibly perverts, yes. Although, I can't even imagine pervert ghosts. What would it, anyway, okay, so lots of implications with the ghost thing, plus what if it's like you said, poltergeist, and they're all mad and shit, or what was that, paranormal activity or whatever, stuff like that. And then aliens, okay, aliens, positive aliens, there could be like E.T., there could be like, Kevin Spacey on that one movie where he thinks he's an alien or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that show sucked.
We could, we're also talking about the possibility of Star Trek. Like, literally,
Yeah,
there are,
yeah.
a Federation waiting for us to hit a certain milestone in our evolution for them to finally make contact with us.
Right. Star Wars or whatever. Like, there's like thousands of races or millions of races of aliens, stuff like that. First of all, I think the aliens are probably real in some way or another. I mean, there's something out there we're going to find something, whether it's bacteria or the remnants of an ancient species that died millions of years ago or something. We're going to find something. But, so I think that's only a matter of time. And that will change our fundamental view of who we are. But, I'd have to say I'd rather have the aliens because, I don't need ghosts for anything. Like, I kind of hope when I'm dead that's it. I'm kind of like, I'm okay with not being around no more. It's like, let's get this over with. Come on, throw the dirt on me. I'm done.
Gotcha.
So.
Jay, ghosts or aliens?
Oh, yeah, and it kind of comes down to, what type. If it's like a random crapshoot where you don't know if you're going to get, like, the Paul type alien that's just, like, fucking funny as shit and badass, or if all of a sudden, a xenomorph is going to show up in your fucking bedroom. Yeah. And then you could go, Amityville Ghost, or you could go Patrick Swayze Ghost.
Ooh, Patrick Swayze.
Which I don't know which would be worse, honestly. But
Julie Newmar, thanks for everything. 215.
Oh god.
Patrick Swayze shows up like that.
Cross-dressing Ghost.
Cross-dressing Ghost. Hey, don't say anything against that. Politics have changed. We're supposed to embrace.
Caitlyn Jenner Ghost. Okay.
Yeah.
I will go with aliens.
Going with aliens. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with aliens. I think there will be a lot less. As long as there's no anal probing, we should be good to go.
John Travolta shows up trying to take over the world, blow us all up in a volcano.
Chris?
All right, Scientology.
Yeah, I know, right? Chris, aliens or ghost?
Well, I have seen a ghost, so I know they're real. But I was 15, it freaked me out. I was playing Bloody Mary. It could have been high, I'm not sure. So I'm going to pick aliens and just assume that they're really nice and peaceful.
It was either a ghost or my cat. I don't know.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm in the same boat with you. I have experienced a paranormal activity, for lack of a better word. Maybe we should do a show about that. That would be interesting. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to say ghost, and here's why. Like I said, I'm just going from the ideology of kind of based off of, let's say, movies and stories, or at least kind of what we know to be as ghost as we know it now. As for ghost, they're pretty benign. I mean, there tend to be some locations that are haunted, and it could depend on the how bad that haunting is. But for the most part, most people can kind of get away from it. It's not that huge a deal. If it were to become a deal, there might actually be a chance to becoming a real Ghostbuster. So I'm also going to go with that. The other reason is there's just too much shit.
Your proton pack is not real.
But it could be.
Eugene's like, I get to live my dream.
Hell yeah!
And then the fucking ghost eats them.
Yes.
The thing about aliens is, I agree with Cyrus. I believe there is something out there, whether it was or is, if it was, how complex it is. It may just be bacteria or something. But the idea that there could be something else out there that could be intelligent and possibly immediately say, well, y'all have a lot of resources there and y'all are kind of squandering it. We're just going to go ahead and wipe y'all off the face of the planet and take that from you. So on the safe side, I'm going to choose Ghost just mainly for that reason. So.
Well, you don't worry about those aliens. Donald Trump will send them back.
That's very true. All right, next question. Let's see, that was it. Which would you rather be turned into, a werewolf or a vampire? Now, let me quantify this. I am talking traditional werewolf and vampire. If you are a vampire,
no sparkly bitches.
I'm talking about
no sparkly vampire.
You
You
mean-
cannot be into the sun. You cannot stand the sight of crosses. You must be invited into a house before you enter. Garlic offends you. The whole bit.
And
As
you're
for a werewolf,
1980s versions is what you're saying.
I'm talking about, yes. I'm talking about the,
Lost boys.
yes.
Yeah.
As for being a werewolf, you are completely normal. Nothing is different about you except for about 2 or 3 nights during the month, in which case you cannot control it. You black out, at night. You wake up the next morning pretty much naked because you've ripped out through your clothes, and you have no control over what you've done. You could have killed people, animals, whatever.
Sounds like a typical Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like my weekend when I drink.
Well, then we'll start with you, Jay.
Oh,
What
I'm
would you
going
rather be?
werewolf all the way.
Werewolf all the way, huh?
Yeah, because, I get to be normal. I can go outside and enjoy the sun, And it's just occasionally do I go crazy, get naked, and fuck shit up. And, that's pretty normal. Eat people,
Wow.
You had me until you said eat people, and then I was like,
Well, he does do that, just maybe not.
No.
Not to the extent that you're thinking.
What's fun? Oh, okay, there we go. So,
It's more like a snack.
Chris, vampire or werewolf?
Vampire.
Vampire, why?
The immortality. I would like to see. I want to live to be 100. I could see a whole century. So I would like to have just to be able to see what happens with the world.
Well, werewolves have extended lives.
People live to be 100. You can get there.
I can get there. I want to get there. But being
100 is kind of a low ball figure for a vampire.
You're a real shitty vampire.
Yeah, your goals are really low. I want immortality.
1,000 years old, she's like, damn, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself for the last 900 years.
I'm low expectation
I'd
vampire.
be okay. I'd want to be a vampire.
Vampire, gotcha. Cyrus, vampire or werewolf?
I was really kind of leaning towards vampire until she brought up the immortality thing, and I'm like, oh god.
Si's really morbid and wants it to end.
Die and get it over with.
I'm like, wake up every night. I've been working nights for years. I can't imagine doing it for another 1,000 years.
Si's like, I'm barely hanging on.
Okay, if you're a vampire, you don't necessarily have to hold down a job. You do realize that, right? 'Cause
No,
there's a
but
lot
I'm
of
just
things
saying.
you have to have now that
I'm
a
just
vampire really
saying.
doesn't have to have.
The world at night, when you work and live at night, is very different than the world in the day. Like,
True.
you day people, you don't get it. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, it's a whole different experience. Like,
Oh, I understand.
yeah, you know what's up. But it's just totally different. The day people, like whenever I switch back going to days, and then you have to deal with the day people, you're like, wow, you are a bunch of crybaby entitled little bitches.
Yeah, but I don't think I could black out and wake up in a pool of blood and have that on my conscience that I might have killed somebody. And
Okay,
not-
well,
Oh,
that would be my
that
fear,
bothers
too.
me enough.
well, okay. Now, absolutely, this is why I'm not going to be a werewolf, because what is the upside? I don't know what the upside is.
Yeah.
Where's the upside? I see nothing but negatives. Like what? I'm a normal person, but then 3 nights a
For
month.
the most part, you could live a normal life. That would be the upside, is you could live a pretty much normal life.
No, you
have to
couldn't.
take precautions.
Precautions.
You could chain yourself down those 3
You could-
nights.
exactly. Change. Have you not watched any werewolf
No,
movies?
dude. Yes, and something always goes wrong.
Well, yes, and something always goes wrong in the vampire movies
But
too.
see, and usually in the werewolf movies, they're like they got like this heightened sex drive. They're like these, just
yeah. I don't
just
have
like
the,
these
I
real
don't have
swans.
I don't have the energy for all this shit.
He's like, I don't want to be a vampire. They got too much, or a werewolf. They got too much testosterone.
Yeah, I have to go out, do shit.
Get a gym membership. It's too much.
Ugh. Man, I guess I'd be a vampire, but I wouldn't be like real careful. I'd just be like, come on. Where's vampire hunters around here anywhere? Come on, you know what? I would be a vampire, and I would do what I would like, basically the same stuff I would do if I was invisible. I would do because vampires have cool powers. I mean,
Yes.
you can do some awesome shit. Which, according to, if you want to go back to whichever version of lore you want, vampires can control werewolves. So, I might be able to be like, hey, Jay.
Go eat this guy.
You're not going to remember anyway.
It's pissing me off.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna have to go with vampire, and specifically for I don't like the idea of eternity. If it means living without my friends and family, although I'm not going to go down that complete road. The main reason is probably because I'm like you, Chris. I don't want to take precautions, and like you said, Si, all of a sudden one night, just something happened. I couldn't get to my safe house in time. I couldn't, whatever, and
you wake up and all the beds are covered in blood, and you're like,
exactly.
Oh, I had a family.
Exactly. So I'm gonna have to go with a vampire on that one. So
I'm the only one that chooses werewolf.
you are the only werewolf of the bunch, sir.
Yeah, and vampires are more popular. People are always trying to find you.
That's not a fucking popularity contest.
Alrighty. Next question up. Would you rather get on your birthday, A, sung happy birthday and a kiss from a sexy celebrity, or B, dinner with a celebrity you greatly respect?
A and B. What's his name?
No, you got to choose one or the other. And
no, I'm asking A and B. What's his name?
Chris, you're up first.
Have I had liquor?
Sure.
Probably the first one.
Okay.
What was
Just
the question?
What celebrity would you have sing and get a kiss from?
Johnny Depp.
Gotcha.
What's the second option?
Second option is actually having dinner with a celebrity you greatly respect, and I'm gonna have to take that option.
Does it matter if they're living or dead, or does it just?
We're gonna say living. We're gonna say living.
Damn it.
I
don't respect any living celebrity.
Okay, so you wouldn't want to sit down and have dinner with Steven Spielberg and pick his brain? Because honestly,
is that who you're saying? Is that what you're picking?
That's probably one of the people I would love to sit down and talk with Steven Spielberg and just be like, just talk, dude. I just wanna.
What if he turned out to be like a roaring racist or something?
That is always a possibility. That's gonna happen.
Like he's just like sloppy and nasty, and like, I had to make this fucking Schindler's List movie to appease the rest of the Jews, but God, I hated doing it. I celebrated every single time one of them got shot. You're like, oh my God.
Well, I guess that is a possibility, but I would try my best not to pick someone that I thought is actually, a giant asshole. And I'm not gonna say, I want to go talk to Donald Trump and find out what his thoughts is. No, that ain't happening.
Oh, you know what you could do though? You could sit down and have dinner with him, and then at the dinner, solve the world's problem. You know what I'm saying? Take care of that.
Only if I'm invisible. All right, sorry, you're up.
Okay, so the choices are make out with some celebrity.
The celebrity that you choose.
Just make out with
Courtney Cox shows up to your birthday party, sings you
Is this
happy birthday in the style of Marilyn Monroe.
Cox, friends Courtney Cox, or now Courtney Cox?
Yeah, that's a good
Now
question.
Courtney Cox, not so much.
Well, I just picked someone that I knew that he. Okay, who would you pick right now? If you were going with option.
Well, hang on, dude. Hang on. Let me get a clarification.
Okay.
So the first option is just to make out with him. That's it.
They're going to sing you happy birthday and give you a kiss.
And then the other one is what?
To have dinner with a celebrity you respect.
These are really lame options. Like, first of all, like I get happy birthday and a kiss.
Okay, you get a little tongue. Okay, does that make it any better?
Maybe you get to second base.
Well, and then the other one is sit down and have dinner and talk about shit.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess the dinner, because I don't ever care for anybody to sing me happy birthday. I don't even know. What is that? Is that a good thing? I mean, it sounds like weird. I'd be like, okay, now we're going to kiss? And what if it's not good and they have bad breath, or, things aren't what you thought and it's disappointing? There's not a lot extra there. It's just the kiss, because I don't care about the happy birthday thing. So it seems like there's a lot better potential to get something fun out of the conversation, and a meal, by the way.
Okay, and who would you pick to have this meal with?
Quentin Tarantino.
There you go.
Absolutely, Quentin Tarantino. I can only imagine how that would go. That would be amazing.
Well, then I guess it wasn't that lame a question after all, was it?
No, it was. It was.
Fuck you. Jay?
So I can get a dance and a kiss from somebody, or have dinner with them. Huh. I'm going to say a kiss and a dance, because really, I don't like sitting down and eating with people.
And who would this person be?
That's a tough one.
I knew you were going to go with this one, and I knew your quandary was going to be, now who is it going to be?
Brad Pitt.
It's dreamy.
I'm just saying, you'll have a story.
You would have a story.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, no. There's too many to choose from.
All right, we're going to say Brad Pitt and move on. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, next question.
Like hardcore, just like going at it.
Which would you rather be, a pirate captain or a ninja clan master? I'm going to go with easy ninja clan master, because I mean, pirate captain. You got a ship, that's pretty cool. You got a bunch of guys that are that are following your commands. You going around, collecting money, doing some, cool shit on the high seas. But Ninja Clan Master, okay, number one, if you're the Ninja Clan Master, you pretty much have to be the biggest badass there, right? So that kind of automatically gives you some powers. So, and to be able to be like, all right, well, go kill so and so, and just they just do it, and you ain't got to worry about shit. Yeah, I'm going with Ninja Clan Master. Cyrus, what do you think? Pirate Captain or Ninja Clan Master?
Okay, so one is you got your own ship, you got your own crew, you're out in the sea. Maybe you don't trust all your guys. You got some issues there, but you're out probably in the Caribbean. Let's just say trying to stop the Spanish ships from getting to wherever they're going or whatever you're doing. I mean, we're talking legit pirates, right?
Yes, you're not talking about these BS pirates that are off the coast of Africa and yeah.
No, I mean like pirates, like there really were pirates, not pirates like Pirates of the Caribbean pirates. Like we're talking about the actual pirates that.
Yes.
Like Blackbeard and all those kind of guys. And then there's the Ninja Clan Master, who your entire operation is one of assassination, and you are the leader of a group of killers who murder people for a living in Japan, I'll go with the pirate captain because I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying about the authority and position and all that kind of stuff, but if I'm gonna, I see a lot more potential for adventure and having some awesome freaking experiences out there, out on the loose with nobody watching what we're doing.
Gotcha. It's a good answer. It is a good answer. Jay?
Oh, I'm going ninja all the way.
Any particular reason?
No.
No. No.
I really like Ninja Gaiden, so
It's badass. Shinobi.
Although you have been sporting a beard that would definitely say pirate more than ninja.
Yar.
Yar. I can be a ninja that talks like a pirate.
Well,
I
then
can
you
get the best of both worlds.
There you go.
A pirate
But,
that talks like a ninja.
I don't think ninjas talk, so I guess you're just a silent pirate.
How do you
stand over there like
wait
sharpening
a
a sword.
That's a racial statement. Why can't the ninja talk?
Silent?
What are you trying to say?
Screw you. Chris.
I don't like boats that much, so I couldn't be out
There,
there.
that's a good answer. You know what? That is a damn good answer.
That is a good point. Jay can't do heights. He can't do boats. He's kind of limited. He's great grounding.
It's got to be dry, flat land.
Did I mention I can't swim? Is that a good reason?
Yeah, I actually can't swim that well. I can
Then
sink.
I would definitely say ninja.
I could sink like a motherfucker, but
Yeah,
I can't swim.
I think this is a wise choice for you.
I agree. Chris, you actually live next to a lake, so I don't know which way you're going here.
I do live right on the lake, but I don't like open water. So I would pick ninja. And historically, pirates didn't have that great of a life. They were often starved and emaciated and sick, and they died at sea, horrible deaths, and
Yeah,
they get scurvy a lot.
But the sex is
lots of
amazing.
scurvy and-
With each other.
yeah, that did not sound like fun. And so I would pick ninja, but I would use my powers for good. Be like a.
Can I be a Ninja Turtle?
You would use your powers for good. Hang on.
I would use.
think
So
that's-
I'd
I think
pull
that's out of
next
range.
year with the assassinations. I would kill the bad people and not.
Well, I don't think you have a choice, right? I mean, the ninjas.
Well, no, if you're the ninja master, you're choosing. You're calling
But the ninjas work for whoever. They work
So-
for the.
They work for you, bitch.
No. They work for you, but you work for whoever owns the land and shit. Like,
That's samurai.
That's different.
so ninjas are just loose on their own. Whoever they want to kill, they kill.
They usually went around from kingdom to kingdom and kind of just like sold their services like mercenaries.
Oh, wow. Are there like rival ninja factions that try to take you out too? And shit?
Yes, I'm sure there would be.
Oh well, fuck that. I'm a pirate.
Rival pirates.
Oh no, they're all friendly with each other. It's all right.
I get cannons and shit if I'm a pirate.
Dude, but if you get hit by a cannon, your ship's gonna sink.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Nobody lives forever.
Drown is what you're gonna do.
Nobody lives forever.
I'm gonna drown with all my
Unless
gold.
you're a vampire.
Well, obviously, have you noticed that the size theme is like early death?
I know, right? I'm starting to get worried about my friend here.
Do we have to have an intervention? Do we
I'm
need
just
to sit down
saying,
and talk?
folks, it's not all it's all cracked up to be.
Next question. All right. I'm going to kind of explain this in a little more epic way. I am the president of the world,
Wow, ego.
and I'm coming out of office. This is my last official decree as president, and you are my trusted cabinet. So I'm coming to you. I want your opinions to see what my last official decree is going to be. I've pretty much solved all the world's problems. There's no more war. We've taken care of hunger, and so with my final decree, do I choose Taco Tuesday or Pizza Friday?
I don't understand.
Taco Tuesday from the Lego movie. Taco Tuesday.
If I choose Taco Tuesday, every Tuesday, everyone gets free tacos. If I choose Pizza Friday, everyone gets free pizza on Friday. Which do I choose? Cyrus.
there's some definite ramifications to either of these choices. First of all, you have to consider the political end of this. Do you want to show preferential treatment to the Hispanic culture or the Italian culture? So you have to deal with how the fallout will fall from that. Second of all, you have to deal with the cost of these foods. Which food costs more to produce and have available for the masses, and which doesn't. So and then you also have to consider what version of taco or what version of pizza are you talking about. Because if we're talking Little Caesars pizza, or if we're talking like the worst old dried up Taco Bell that you've ever had, I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about like hardcore mom and pop shop tacos and New York style pizzeria pizza. I mean, are we talking about quality stuff here? And then again, there goes your cost. So there's a lot of things to consider. Which could more people eat? Are there problems that you're going to run into with people that are not able to eat these foods, and then it only benefits certain groups, and then you're shown oh, I get it, you're not for all the people, you're only for your people, kind of thing, so. And then you got all these low carb people who are like, I can't eat pizza because it goes against this and that and the other thing, and whatever, and we're gluten free and blah 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 blah. Screw everybody, Pizza Friday.
Pizza Friday. I'm glad we finally fucking got to your answer. Jay, Pizza Friday or Taco Tuesday?
It really is a difficult one because there's so many different ways to make tacos that I love. Hard, soft shell, everything. But the same thing goes with pizza. There's so many toppings and shit that you could put on there.
Yes.
And different ways that you could do the crust, really. But I'm going with Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, before you move on,
yes.
what version of taco are you going for? Or just are you leaving that open?
I'm leaving it open. I'm just saying it.
Well, I'm asking Jay. I'm asking Jay what.
I'm not talking about Taco Bell like tacos. I'm talking like a good, authentic, Mexican type taco that don't have
personally,
food in it.
Personally, I prefer real taco, like you're talking about, over pizza. So, but I was thinking more like for everybody.
I'm throwing cost out. I'm throwing all that bullshit out. I'm just going sheer personal preference. What if I had to say so?
Right. Now here's another problem I have with this. Ducky, have you ever had tacos in Canada? Do they know what those are up there?
No, because we only ride around on sled dogs and lift.
Now who's being racist?
I'm just saying,
Oh, yes, I've had a taco.
like a real taco.
Yes.
It had maple syrup on it.
Yes, and it was delicious.
And ham.
It was a dessert taco.
Which is Canadian bacon.
It was a Choco Taco.
Oh, those things are great.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Chris, Taco Tuesday or Pizza Friday?
Oh, good Lord. I would do Taco Tuesday because tacos could be very cheaply made because it's just vegetables. The corn shell is just corn. The veggie, you could make it vegan. It's a lot cheaper to make than pizza. So I would do tacos. And everybody can eat them and be healthy.
And as president, I'm going to have to say we're going with Taco Tuesday. I'm like you, Jay. There are so many you can do so much different stuff with either one of these foods, and that's kind of why I picked these foods in particular. Believe me, I love them both dearly. I just think Taco Tuesday would be fun. So that's what.
Well, I hope you're ready for the wrath of the Italians. That's
well, you know what? It doesn't really matter because I said this is my last decree as president of the world. So you know what? Suck it. All right. Next question. Yes. Oh, did you see you had a question or next question?
I said next question.
Okay. Next question. Which would you rather do? See yourself in an alternate universe or if you had never existed?
What?
Which would you rather do? See yourself in an alternate universe or see what the world would be like if you never existed? So, we're talking on option A, you literally get to see yourself in a different version of a universe. So, in this alternate universe, you married someone different. You took a different job. You did something major you changed in your life. You decided to go to film school. You decided to, do something. Something is vastly different. You get to see what that version of your life is like. Or you get to see what life would be like if you had never existed. Straight up freaking, it's a wonderful lifestyle.
Hmm.
And we're gonna start with Jay on this one.
Okay, so I definitely would not want to see what the world would be like without me, 'cause I know it'd be a much worse place. But I would, it would. How crushing would it be if you like could come in and see your family and your friends, and they just seem so much happier and better off without you being there.
That's exactly
I
what
mean,
I was thinking. Like,
that would just like fucking crush you.
like
And
oh,
then
everything's better.
yeah, and then whenever you actually like wake up and you go back to reality, and then you have that stuck in your head that like, God damn, if I was just gone or wouldn't have been here, they would have been so much happier. I
Yeah,
mean,
because everybody will tell you, oh no, we really need you in
yeah.
our lives and blah, blah, blah.
But if you could actually witness with your own eyes that things are better off without you, that'd just be so. You'd want to fucking kill yourself once you got back. So I'd just rather see myself in an alternate universe. I mean, it could be which in another case that could be really demoralizing too. Because what if that person's so much better off than what you are?
This is a really shitty thing to do to us, Eugene. Why did you do this?
But I'm gonna pick the alternate universe because it'd just be cool to see what another version of yourself is like, and you never know, they might be completely fucking shitheads, and you might be like, yeah, I'm good.
Good deal, Chris.
I would pick alternate universe just because I don't think my life is that significant in the grand scheme of things. So I don't think it would make a difference if I never existed, really, on the whole. So I would like to see what an alternate me would do.
Oh, a lot of people would miss you, Ducky.
Aw.
I mean, I wasn't talking about us.
If you
but
never
friends and
existed,
family.
if you never
If I never
existed,
existed, nobody would miss me.
right.
But I don't think I'm not exceptional, really, at anything other than to my family. So I think I would rather see what an alternate me would do.
Some of us aren't even exceptional to our family.
Some of us have a lost family and loved ones, and we're all alone.
Oh my!
Why is this so sad? What happened?
Just
All right, I'm
Say
going
the
to answer.
masochistic motherfucker.
I'm
Thanks-
going to say. I'm
Thanks
going to
for
go with
bringing
you
in
on
the
say
herbs.
alternate.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and say alternate universe just to see what a different version would be. Because now, even though you're saying, well, what if you looked and you saw it? Of course, it depends on what it is. If you saw that you made a different life choice for, like, say, your job, for example. If it turned out you were really good at said thing, who says you can't necessarily, try to fix it at this point? I mean, you
But what
have
if
control over your life.
But what if it's something that you've like studied for your whole life, and you peeked in on yourself, and then like in your actual reality, you're like, I never fucking studied that shit.
Well, maybe
And
it's
then
something you have a hidden talent for. Maybe that's how you find out you have the hidden talent for it.
Did you say that you have control over your own life?
Yes,
You
for the
live-
most part.
You live in a fantasy world.
Bullshit.
How much control do you really have? I mean, you have some, like you can choose day to day, but it's not like you can go.
We'll take this offline and we can discuss this later. Cyrus, what is your answer? Of course, I can pretty much guess it.
No, I actually would want to know what the world was like without me. I would need to know that. Because
And there he goes, bleak again.
an alternate reality, who gives a shit? It's alternate. It's not real. But knowing what things would really be like, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Okay.
I
completely would not have guessed that.
Would my presence here have actually, because, okay, there's the bleak side of it, but there's the positive side. Like, maybe there's something I did growing up or something or whatever that saved somebody's life, or something, to that effect. Maybe I have done more good than harm, And I'd
that's probably a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, but what if somebody turned their life around because they saw you and they just realized they didn't want to be as shitty as you?
Well, that's another possibility.
So they're like, and you actually get that perspective, they look down on you so much that they better themselves not to be like you.
Well, here's the good thing about it, though. I would come back with that information, and nobody would know, I mean, it would just be that I would now know all that shit.
And then you would give them the most shittiest fucking looks every time you see them.
Well,
I have a secret hatred for them, and they wouldn't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got to pick one, so yeah, that's what I would pick. I would want to know, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Gotcha. All right, we've got 4 more questions. We're already over the hour mark, so we're gonna kind of speed this up a little bit.
Yes. No.
Take it so long.
Blue, green.
Who would you rather be, Batman or Superman? Chris.
Superman.
Why?
I don't like Batman.
What?
Get the fuck off the show.
You know what? Fuck Canada.
God damn it. Such a moose fucking inbred.
I'm gonna have to go with Superman, and simply for the fact that I think I could do more good as Superman than I could as Batman. Plus the whole parents dying thing's kind of a downer. So
both sides, buddy. Both sides.
True, but you know what? At least Superman got a little more time with the Kents, and I'm not counting his family on Krypton because come on, seriously, they were basically just sperm donors at this point.
Dude, how dare you fucking asshole!
All right, well, what are you choosing,
I was
Cyrus?
Marlon Brando, or if you want to go with Russell Crowe, but I was Marlon Brando.
Okay.
All right, who would I pick?
Yes.
As much as I love Batman, and I do, and I'm
Oh wow, you are not going to say Superman.
I'm a huge Batman fan in every possible way.
Yes, you are.
But we're talking about reality, okay? If I have the option to be invincible and fire lasers out of my eyes and fly and fucking blow ice when I fucking breathe, I'm a god, dude. Why would I not do that? I mean, yes, you trade off everything, everyone's expectations of you become immaculate and all this kind of stuff. So what? They're fucking worms. Would I be the good Superman? No, I would not be the good Superman. But who would I be? I would be invincible. That's who I would be. And it wouldn't matter. People would be like, well, you're not living. Fuck you. Do something.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Well, who's the one that can't die here? Oh, that's me.
Jay, your answer?
You keep talking shit, I'll fucking throw your house somewhere. I'm going with Superman also. I mean, yeah, Batman's cool. He's got the little playboy lifestyle. And, he's got all the little cool gadgets and shit. But really, there's no real limit to Superman much. I mean, besides the whole, being afraid of green rocks. But yeah, I would definitely choose Superman because it just seems so one-sided, and you wouldn't have his morals. I honestly think that I wouldn't go Cyrus and go like dictator for everybody.
Yeah, you would. You'd start off like a good guy, and then in a week you'd be like, you know what, you little motherfuckers, you're doing what I tell you.
I'd be that way with people that deserved it, obviously, but
dude, the governments, that's the people you would be dealing with mostly. You would be like, You'd grab them all and take them into one place, and then like sit them down and tell them what they're gonna do.
I would pretty much do like a Dr. Manhattan type thing, and just, well, not like a Dr. Manhattan, but how it was portrayed to be him.
Gotcha.
I would just do one ultimate display of, this is what I'm capable of. You motherfuckers need to calm your shit down and get peaceful, or I'm just ruining your whole fucking day.
That's actually not a bad plan.
Well, the other cool thing is, if you ever wanted to know what people thought about you or find out anything, all you have to do is put on glasses, and then nobody knows who you are.
True.
You just walk
I know,
around.
because, the glasses would just make up for the big bushy beard.
yeah. I mean, that's the way it works. You get the magic that way.
All right, next question.
Wait, you didn't ask Ducky, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all
she was
got
the first one.
Yeah,
Who did
because
you-
he hates Batman. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
See, he already buried that in his memory. All right, which universe would you rather live in? Zombie outbreak or robot uprising? And I can tell you hands down, this is an easy zombie outbreak. I mean, I've got a fighting chance to take out zombies and possibly survive. I'm kind of, I've been working out. I'm trying to get in better shape, but my fleshy body isn't really that good against a metal dictator. So yeah, I'm going with zombies. Sorry?
I 100% agree, dude. We have no chance. I mean, if the machines do what they want to do, I mean, shit, they'll take you out from space. I mean, you have no chance. They're gonna, yeah. So at least with zombies, there's a shot. I mean, it's gonna be really hard either way, but at least you have a chance. I mean, the machines is like, it's like if I was Superman, right? Nobody has a chance, right? Same thing. I mean, what are you gonna do? Terminator walks in your door and is like, everyone get on the floor, I kill you. You're like, oh crap. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, and then you die, and then that's it. So, not a very good Arnold. Sorry.
I know, pretty good.
No, it wasn't.
Jay?
I
I don't know.
get down.
We never said that they were going to be Terminator
Oh,
type,
that's true.
robot outbreak. These motherfuckers might get wet and short out. So,
Ooh.
just keep a garden hose in your front yard. You see them coming up.
Oh, here comes the
Spray 'em.
machines.
It's over.
Get super soakers.
Son of a
kids.
bitch.
Super soakers.
Si's picturing the T-800 showing up at your front door. Jay's picturing an army of Roombas showing up. He's just like, fuck
Yeah.
this.
So, I mean, it's all in
Just kick 'em.
context.
Here comes
It's all,
that. Robots.
it's all in perspective. It's a certain perspective.
Teddy Ruxpin's coming.
Yeah, it could be a whole bunch of Teddy Ruxpins or Roombas or fucking, you never know. So, but no, if we're going worst case scenario and we're either facing Terminators or zombies, yeah, fuck, I'm going zombies. You can kill those some bitches, and it's a lot easier to barricade a house to keep a couple zombies out than what it is to keep a fucking machine out of your house.
Gotcha. Chris?
What kind of zombies are they? 1950s horror B zombies that are raw and really slow? Or
Oh no, yeah, we're talking shambling, slow zombies. We're not talking about any of this bullshit running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Gotcha.
That is a good point, actually.
I am going to get a big ass house and just surround it with treadmills.
Which would you rather do? Go see every Star Wars movie premiere from here on out, or go back in time and attend the premiere of the first one? I'm not saying you can't see the movies from here on out, but I'm talking about from this point forward, as Disney releases a new Star Wars movie pretty much every year from here on till the foreseeable future, you get flown out to the premiere and get to sit there with the cast and watch the movie as it premieres, or go back in time to 1977 and sit there and actually sit and watch the movie with the first group of people and be able to say, I was there at the very beginning. Cyrus.
Well, it's tough. I think I would watch all the new ones because it just seems like it's all new territory, and I like that. I like to see how things are going to go and learn, be around the new people and also some of the old people, and if you go back to 77,
Yep.
year I was born actually.
Oh, don't fucking.
Yeah, I'd be like a little baby, I guess, or would I be a grown person?
Yes,
I mean,
and you're only there for one night. You're basically just popping in, sitting in the theater. You get to experience it for the first time.
do I get to go buy lottery tickets?
Just Back to the Future.
Yeah, so it'd be the new ones. I'd do the new ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, that would be cool, but I mean, what are you really? I mean, ultimately gaining from that? I think there's a lot more opportunity for the new stuff.
Jay?
So.
I'm gonna go with the new ones.
Pretty much
I
same
mean-
reason, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be awesome to be able to say, hey, I watched the original with the original cast, but pretty much you're going to be experiencing a big ass Star Wars movie with most of the original cast and the new cast, and people have just waited so long for to get it, what's supposed to be leading up to an ending of the original trilogy, and to be able to experience that with the people in it, yeah, it would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Chris?
I would go back. My dad would have been about 18, I think, and I'd go see it with him. I'd go hang out at the original with my teenage dad.
And then explain to him that you're his daughter from the
That I'm his
future and
daughter.
flip him the fuck out.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that can get really awkward if you think about it. I mean.
my dad's one of my best friends. I would want to go hang out with him.
Yeah, but he's not at 18. He's not gonna be, and he's gonna be like, "I'm your daughter." He's like, "Yeah, sure you are." And what are we gonna go do? I don't know. Maybe they're not like that in Canada. Maybe they're not be like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, oh, okay, cool. No.
They just like believe right away.
Oh, that's crazy, eh?
From the future, huh? Okay, let's go watch the movie. What'd you do last week? Oh, my daughter. She came back from the future. We watched the Star Wars. Ducky's like, you guys are a bunch of dicks.
Yeah. What's the next question? I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Like, I don't even like America now.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to stick with the guys and say, as much as it would be cool to go back and see the original premiere, I've got to be able to see everything. Being able to go see everything from here on out, specifically for now this is kind of like what you were saying, Chris. Being able to watch it with your dad would be really cool. In my case, being able to go with my boys and see it from here on out would be epic. So
Yeah, I feel like it is worth noting. That was really sweet that you'd want to go back and watch it with your dad. That's pretty
Now
cool.
you say that.
Well, I'm,
Now you tail between the legs.
the whole thing about like thinking about what would life be like without that got me thinking maybe I don't want to burn too many bridges.
All right, and the final question for the night. Now, we're not talking about these things actually exist or they actually do what they did in their movie version. I'm talking about just literally owning the vehicle so that you can drive it. But which one would you rather own? Ecto 1 or the DeLorean from Back to the Future? Jay.
DeLorean. It's
DeLorean.
it's a cooler looking vehicle to me. I mean, they're both badass. They're both iconic. But yeah, I think the DeLorean would just be so badass to have.
It would be badass, wouldn't it? Chris?
I'd pick the Ghostbuster ones because if I'm not using it for its intended purposes, it'd be great. I could fit everything in there. The kids,
So she's gonna use it as a grocery getter.
It would be great. I could
That's
go on
awesome.
an epic road trip and fit everything in there.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It's practical.
I'm gonna have to go with Ecto One, just mainly because because of my the proton pack that I built. Of course, it would go along with that. But wow, I didn't even think about using it as a family vehicle. That is great. No, that seals the deal. It's definitely Ecto One. It's definitely Ecto One for me now. Cyrus.
I go with the DeLorean because, first of all, I can go back in time, which is or in the future, so that's added to that. Whereas the Ecto One has no magic powers.
Well,
Neither one of them do. I said they're just the vehicle.
Oh, we're just going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it's just completely
Kidding me?
aesthetic.
If I asked you, would you rather have a vehicle that that helps catch ghosts, or a vehicle that lets you go back and forward in time? Everyone's gonna fucking choose the time machine.
Yeah.
I knew it. And I was, Anyway. Okay.
Because it doubles as a trash compactor too. You just throw it in there for fuel.
Very true.
That's true. Actually, very economical and environmentally friendly. Yeah, I go with the DeLorean because, man, those old cars are really hard to drive. Plus that thing is huge. I mean, what's your clearance?
Yeah, it's a tank.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, every time you go under an overpass, you're gonna be like, am I gonna make it?
The old how we're talking about the Ecto One. There's one here in town that I told you guys about.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually an original. The funeral home uptown used to use it as a hearse.
Oh yeah, the model used to be a hearse, so yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I drive my wife's Expedition, so driving a large vehicle is like, and I used to have a Mustang, a '65 Mustang, so power steering, not having power steering and stuff. I'm like, I can do this.
We have a Dodge Ram truck, so I could drive the Ecto One.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll go with the DeLorean. That just sounds like more fun.
It would be badass. Either one of these would be a badass vehicle to have on the highway.
As long as it's done up, I know the functionality's out there, but to look like the DeLorean from Back to the Future,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
Even with the flux capacitor right between the two seats. Yeah, that kind of seals the deal.
Believe me, I cannot fault you for either one of these choices. So,
only problem with the DeLorean is you can't put your gun rack in the back, so everybody can see you.
Oh, you can too. You just got to know how to mount it.
Oh, you're right. You might be able to mount it up there. I tell you what, go down hunting and strap that deer on the front on the hood there when you get it. You just got to make sure you take a couple good options. You got your 30-06, right? That's your number one starter right there. And,
all right, now I'm cutting you off right now. So that's it for the main topic for this week. Now we're going to move into picks and pans. Very easy. If there's something you've recently done, seen, watched, whatever that you liked or didn't like so much, now's the time to talk about it. I'm going to start it off, and I'm going with a pick this week, and I'm actually going to pick sized videos that he's been posting on YouTube. Let me say this, and I'll just put it out there. Of a lot of the gameplay videos that I have seen online, they're not the most polished. It's basically just kind of him throwing the video up there and talking. But it reminds me of. Remember back whenever we all had consoles and you went over to your friend's house and they got a new game and they were, you basically sat down and kind of watched them play it and they talked about it, and it was, there was that camaraderie of watching your friend play a game and, basically showing you this game or whatever and talking about it or whatever. And I love that. I used to love doing that and having friends come over and, me showing them a game and going over to their house and them showing me a game. And it reminds me of that. It really reminds me of, essentially the closest thing I can have now to going to Sai's place and him showing me in some cases a newer game or in a lot of cases an older game, and it's a lot of fun. If you haven't checked out any of his videos, definitely check him out. So
well, you could go to Sai's house and watch him play games. You just choose not to.
Kind of a long drive, so
suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
All right, Sai, pick or pan.
Well, thank you for that. And that, by the way, just to kind of touch on that for a second, I won't go on and on about me too much. Don't worry. Yeah, the whole point of the videos was to be completely unpolished. I don't do any editing. I do everything in real time. There's not even any intros. It's exactly what you see is what you get. And the whole point of that was exactly what you're saying. I'm not doing it because I don't even monetize any of my videos. They're not. This is not a money making venture. This is just me having fun and trying to include somebody in that. So if you're watching the videos, it's, the whole point is like what you're saying. I actually thought about for a while changing the name of everything to Size Video Game Hangout or something like that. It's just hanging out. But anyway, so picks or pans, I have to pick. My pick is going to be chocolate flavored Teddy Grahams.
I've had those. Those are good.
I just recently discovered these.
Really?
Yeah, I never had them before. I was like, what the hell? I tried it and I was like, man, these are awesome. They're like, they're really great. Obviously, if you're doing low carb, you're not going to want to get involved in this. But try them. They're pretty awesome. Little bits of chocolatey, animals that you can eat. And you like do things like no, and all that kind of stuff, and smush them and make them fight each other and recreate scenes from like Mortal Kombat.
You are having way too much fun with this.
It was a little Teddy
But you know
Grahams.
what? I'm loving it. Jay, pick or pan, man.
I'll go with pick. Let's see. There's a couple things I could actually pick, but I'll tell you, I went and watched The Night Before.
Oh, really? How was it?
Yeah, that was pretty fucking funny. I gotta say, it was hilarious as shit. I like a lot of the goofy ass Seth Rogen movies, anyways.
Yeah.
And this was it was hilarious.
I never even heard of this. What is it?
You know what? I completely forgot this movie came out, and Christy and I are supposed to have a date night coming up. And she's like me. She likes those movies too. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Maybe this is something to go watch.
It was just hilarious. Let's see. And another thing I'd like to pick. I know you guys don't like the place. Well, actually, I've been trying different foods here and there around restaurants around work. I went to Arby's, which I know you guys don't like, and I got their steak flatbread, the fiery steak flatbread or brisket flatbread. That was pretty good. And then I got that Gouda bacon cheddar sandwich from Wendy's.
Oh, is that good?
Oh, that was really good. I had to try that. Yeah, I had to try that. And
do they have Wendy's in Canada?
Yes, they do.
Ooh.
I had Wendy's on yesterday.
Oh, really? Do they use like cow meat or is it like moose meat?
It's actually caribou meat.
Is it really?
No, it's beef.
yeah,
I was about to say, wow, your burgers are so much better than ours.
it's
like yours.
caribou.
We're like all stupid. She can tell us anything and we're gonna believe it.
Oh, caribous and beavers.
Oh yeah, that's how we do it up here. In the kids' meals, they give you a little coonskin cap, and
Every kids meal comes with a hockey puck.
There you go.
Hockey puck and a mini stick.
Chris, pick or pan.
Couple things. Cyrus, the Teddy Grahams. If you crush them up a little bit and then cut up strawberries and whipped cream, it makes really great dessert. We have that with the kids a lot.
Ooh, I like the way you're talking.
I love Arby's.
It's like dirty talk. Sorry.
Yeah, really.
No, her husband will kill me. Shut up.
I love Arby's, and I always get the beef and cheddar with the extra Arby's sauce. It's really good. And my pick, I just finished watching The Leftovers on HBO.
How is that?
I love it. I really want to read the book.
Okay.
What is The Leftovers?
The Leftovers is a show on HBO based on a book, and it's 3 years after a rapture-like event where 2% of the world's population just disappears.
Oh, okay. I saw like a teaser for that a while back.
Yeah, and so it's society after that and what happens, and it's really interesting. So I just
while we're still on the topic, me and Chris both really like Arby's.
Yeah.
Cyrus hates Arby's. Because you guys always talk about the sandwiches being like cold.
Not cold.
No, they're all hot up here.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
maybe
I don't
y'all-
have a problem with Arby's. I just never go there.
Maybe y'all have better microwaves than our Arby's do, because
Oh God.
the
He
Arby's.
also doesn't like Subway either, and I love Subway. So.
Alex,
Well, see, at least on our, I don't know how they do Arby's down there, but whenever you go to our Arby's, you can actually see them, like, put the big thing of roast beef on a slider and kind of cut it.
Yep.
No, they don't do none of that here. Here it's all like, you go in there and they take the cigarette out of their mouth and they're like, "What do you want?"
They put it out on the roast beef and
Yeah,
it's warm.
they open the fridge, they pull your sandwich out of the fridge, they throw it in the microwave, and they hand it to you.
Yeah, you guys need to get on your Arby's game down there, I guess.
Arby's is garbage.
Oh God. All right, so let's wrap it up for the night. I hope you enjoyed listening to the episode. If you did, do us a favor. Go to iTunes or Stitcher. We are at both locations. And if you would, seriously, do us a big favor. Please go in and give us a 5-star review. Even, if it's a 4-star review, okay, but come on, you're doing it. You're a friend of ours. We want a 5-star review. Now, it's going to ask you to actually write a review. Don't worry about that. No one reads that stuff. Instead, what I'd like you to do is answer a couple of the questions that we asked tonight. Who would you rather be, Batman or Superman? Would you rather live in the robot or uprising or the zombie apocalypse? Taco Tuesday or Pizza Friday? These are the things we want to know from you people. So, like I said, if you would go to iTunes or Stitcher, give us a 5-star review and answer some of the questions. Also, every week we're going to start off the show with an either-or question. If you have an either-or question you would like to have us answer on the show, you can just send it to us. Just post it either on the site, you can do it on our Facebook, or you can go to the site's Twitter feed, which is just Epically Geeky, at Epically Geeky on Twitter. Just to wrap up, where can we find you on the internet, Cyrus?
On YouTube, you can look me up under Video Game Virus, or just look for Cyrus Martin, or you can go to videogamevirus.com, or look for me on epicallygeeky.com.
Jay?
Twitter, I guess. Facebook.
And that would be JRed1OMA?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. I haven't been
If you go
tweeting.
to
I haven't
go
been
to
tweeting very much, but
just go to our website. You can find everybody, right?
I got links on there for you. Chris?
I don't think you've added me to it.
You are on there, sir.
What the fuck ever.
He hadn't actually been to the website. He just assumed.
Where can we find you on the internet, Chris?
at Instagram at Lake Life Mama and at Epically Geeky.
And, of course, if you want to follow any of my wacky adventures, you can find me on Twitter at Optimus Gene, or Instagram at Optimus Gene, or Facebook at Optimus Gene. If you find Optimus Gene online, it's me pretty much. So for the group, we hope to see you back next week, and have a good night.